The Couple Next Door, written by Peg Lynch and starring Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce.
Betsy, hurry up now. Breakfast is ready. What was she doing upstairs?
Trying to put a bow in her hair.
Oh, I certainly don't recall that at 6:30 I had so much interest in clothes and parading in front of the mirror.
Yeah, you probably did, and don't complain. If this next one turns out to be a boy, you'll be finding snakes and frogs all over the house.
Snakes?
Yeah.
He'll bring a snake in the house just once. Just once. Look, dear, this is Monday.
Yes, dear, I know.
Well, I mean, this is the day.
Huh? For what? Where's the butter? I see it.
Well, you know what? For Mr. Wallace, I have to call him between 2 and 6 at that number if we're interested.
Well, sure. I thought we decided. For heaven's sakes, call him.
Well, I hope we're doing the right thing. Dear, use the old cream first.
Well, why not? I mean, what's one little picture?
Well, you talked the other day as though this modeling job were going to lead to a million wonderful things for Betsy.
Well, look, you never know. We got any marmalade?
Well, that's true. I know. It's right there, dear. Right there by the toaster. You think she'll really get $50 for it?
Darling, I don't know. I only know what Harold said.
Harold? Harold Peterson?
Oh, Harold Peterson. What does he know about it?
Well, that's what I wondered.
Harold Baxter, the agency man.
Yes.
I called in Chicago to see if this Wallace guy was a phony or whether he was
I remember
really...
now, dear. Yes, sure. You know, we ought to call Harold and Eloise Peterson. We haven't seen them for ages.
Yeah, okay. Anyhow...
Harold's mother broke her leg, you know.
Fine, darling. So, anyhow...
Fine? I said she broke her leg.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't... I was...
Really?
Well, I was thinking about something else. Anyhow, how did Eloise do that?
How'd Eloise do what?
Break her leg.
Eloise didn't break her leg. Harold's mother broke her leg.
Will you put in another piece of toast for me?
Honestly, you know, you really don't.
Now, look,
listen,
for
honey,
heaven's
at all. You
let's not.
just
We were
don't.
talking about Betsy.
I know.
It seemed to me that she should be told, or at least asked, if she'd like to do this.
Well, why wouldn't she? A chance to have her picture in magazines all over the country? Well, she'll love it.
Well, I still think she should be asked.
All right. At any rate, it's settled as far as we're concerned, isn't it? I mean, we both agree to let her do it.
Agree. Look, if she can make $50 just for having a picture taken for this Tompkins tonic, she better grab it, or I'll get the horsewhip.
Oh, honey.
Look, she's 6.5. Now, where did she get the idea she can just sit around making paper dolls? It's time she pulled her weight around here.
You're silly. You know, actually, I wouldn't want her to be a professional model.
Heaven forbid.
But I think this once, it wouldn't hurt her, you know, and it might give her a little valuable experience. Give her, you know, some confidence and some poise.
Yeah, sure. Well,
you know.
let's tell her the good news.
All right, where is she? Betsy! Now, I am not going to call you again. Betsy! Betsy, now I'm not going to call you again.
I think we'd better make it a rule in this house that breakfast is at a certain hour and everybody is to be at the table at that hour.
We did, dear. We set 7:30. So far, I've been the only one who made the deadline.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess so.
Betsy, now... Now, get to the table.
You did, Mommy.
I did what?
You did call me again.
I don't know what you're talking about, Betsy. Drink your orange juice now.
You always say, Betsy, Betsy. Now I am not going to call you again. Then you always do call me again, Mommy.
Drink your orange juice.
Good morning, Betsy.
Good morning, Daddy. You have marmalade on your chin, Daddy.
I got marmalade on my chin, Daddy. Not only on my chin, I got it on my tie.
Oh, and on your suit, too, dear Anna. Well, dab it off with a little cold water. It'll be all right.
Daddy sort of sloppy Gus this morning.
Yeah, Sloppy Gus is right.
And here's a piece of toast for you, Betsy. It's all buttered.
Thank you, Mommy.
Oh, Daddy and I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, you want to tell her, dear?
Well, it's just something we thought might be fun for you to do, that's all.
What?
Well, remember last Wednesday, I think it was, you and Mommy went uptown to the department store, and we went to the toy department to get something for Mary Lou's birthday
And
party.
we saw the trains, oh, Daddy, electric trains and tunnels, real stations and towns and everything.
Oh, boy.
Yes, the trains were very nice, but that's not what Mommy's talking about. While you were looking at the trains, this man came up to Mommy, a Mr. Wallace.
Can I have a
and
train for Christmas, Daddy?
Christmas? My gosh, is that rolled around already?
Oh, no,
What is
dear.
this, March? Oh, look, don't
March.
scare me like that, will you?
Daddy, can I have a train?
Well, we'll see about that, honey, when the time comes. Now, listen to your mommy,
Remember
will you,
this?
honey?
Remember this man who came up and talked to Mommy?
No.
In the toy department?
No, I want some more toast.
You want some more toast what?
I want some more toast toasted.
You want some more toast, please?
Please.
Betsy,
right.
whether you saw the man or not,
Golly.
he came up to Mommy. He'd seen you and thought you were very cute, and he introduced himself. He was a Mr. Wallace.
Who?
His name was Pete Wallace, and he's from a modeling agency in Chicago.
From what?
Well, a modeling agency.
Darling, she doesn't know what that is. That's the place, honey, where they
explain it
hire
to her.
people to have their pictures taken, to
Yeah.
advertise certain products.
Betsy,
and-
look, here, see this in the paper? See this man, this picture, and he's saying, there's nothing like it for rich, tangy, zesty, full-bodied, built-in, honest-to-gosh goodness.
Uh-huh.
Well, now, this man, you see, had his picture
Rich,
taken.
tangy, zesty, full body, built-in, honest-to-gosh goodness.
Yes, never mind that now. That's not what Mama's talking about.
What does it mean?
Well, he's talking about some spaghetti. He means it tastes good.
Why doesn't he just say so?
Well, she's got a point.
Yeah, well, she's certainly missing mine. Betsy, now listen, this Mr. Wallace from Chicago.
Chicago? That's
Yes.
where Beanie Mitchell's grandmother
Yeah,
lives.
well, that's fine. That's fine. Now, never mind
Daddy,
Beanie Mitchell.
Beanie Mitchell's grandmother has a parrot, and it talks, and it says, hello, and how are you, and what do you know, Joe?
Yeah?
I wish I had a parrot.
Well, if you'd listen to me for 2 minutes, you could probably buy yourself one.
What?
Well, now, look, Mommy showed you the picture of this man in the paper advertising spaghetti. You see that? He said, well, now, this Mr. Wallace would like you to do the same thing for Tompkins Tonic.
For what?
Here, Mommy got a bottle yesterday. I didn't want Mr. Wallace to know we'd never heard of it, you know. It's just vitamins, really. Here, taste it now.
No.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it. It's flavored something like cherry, but not quite. It's not bad at all.
No, I don't want to taste that awful old stuff.
You are not to call this awful old stuff. As a matter of fact, it's rather good, and it's just another way of taking your vitamins. Here, Daddy, you sure. You take some.
Oh, no,
Take some.
I don't want to. No.
Dear.
All right. I'll
Hurry
take
up,
a little.
hurry up. Get it. Now, the spoon got too full. Hurry up. There.
Oh, it's very good. It's very,
You don't
very
look
good.
like it's very good.
Oh, it's delicious. Now, Daddy wants you to try it so you know what Tompkins Tonic is, dear, when Mr. Wallace asks you about it. My goodness. So you can say, oh, I love Tompkins Tonic, you know?
No.
Betsy, please, now just taste it. Here. Tiny little dab on the spoon. Here, come on now. Come on.
No, I don't want any.
Now, honestly, now come
Now,
on.
look here, you just do as your mother says. Doggone
Maybe
it.
we're pushing her, dear. Maybe we shouldn't insist on
Listen,
it. You know.
if she's going to get paid for it, she can at least take a taste of it. I did.
Why?
I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Now, you will take this tiny dab on the end of the spoon.
That's more than a tiny dab.
Take it. There. There, that's my girl.
It's awful. It's terrible.
Oh, it is not.
It's icky. I hate Tompkins Tonic. It's just awful.
Well, she's certainly going to have a winning way with the sponsors.
Now, that is enough of that. Stop it. Just this instant. I don't want to ever hear you act like that about anything. Ever again. It sounds terrible.
It tastes terrible.
Well, if Mr. Wallace asks you if you like it, you say yes.
Look, he's just with the modeling agency,
Well,
isn't
yes,
he?
I know,
I mean,
I
he's
know.
just taking Betsy's picture.
Yeah,
Who
I know.
is?
Well, I don't know how it works, whether they're an advertising agency that's involved, you know, or
I'm
what.
not going to have my picture taken by
Now,
anybody.
Betsy,
Now, honey,
look,
look,
dear,
darling,
I
I'm
won't,
Well,
and I hate Tompkins Tonic.
You
No,
are not to
don't
say
say
such a
that.
thing. I will not have you say
my
it.
goodness, such a commotion.
Effie.
You come to your Aunt Effie. There. What are you doing to this poor child?
Hello, Aunt
Doing
Effie.
anything. Where in the world did you come from, Aunt
Well, I
Effie?
got a ride over early with Hank Baumgartner. Want to do a little shopping today.
Oh,
How's
I
my
see.
girl?
I don't want to have my picture taken.
Oh, honey, you
Betsy.
generally just love to have
I
your
don't
picture.
either.
Here, let me take your coat, Aunt Effie. You must have gotten up early to get over
4
here.
o'clock. It was
Really?
a little bit chilly.
Oh, I'll
And the
bet.
heater in Hank's truck didn't work too well, so my feet are practically frozen.
Oh, sit down. Put your feet near the radiator, and I'll get you a cup of coffee.
My goodness, what was all the commotion when I arrived?
Well,
They want
this
to
fella
take
came-
my
Take
pictures.
Betsy's
Well, I'm not getting a word
Well,
of any
just
of
let
it.
me explain. Betsy has a chance to pose for a picture for Tompkins Tonic. This man saw and thought she was so cute and wants to take her picture.
And we decided it would be silly not to have her do it. I mean, she gets paid for
I
it.
don't
Sure.
want my picture taken.
Well, it isn't a question of what you want to do. Your father and I have decided.
And if anybody asks you about Tompkins Tonic, you like it. Now, remember that.
Yes.
I don't like it.
Well, you say so
Yes, you
anyhow.
say
That's a lie. You told me not to tell lies.
Well, now look here, Betsy. There's such things as little white
I
lies.
don't know what's
that-
the matter with you, Betsy. Here's this
Betsy,
wonderful chance.
you come here to your Aunt Effie. There,
yes.
there. Well, nobody has asked my opinion, but I think it is shocking that a nephew of mine would force his child to work. I do.
Now that
I
Aunt
think
Effie-
it's shocking. And what the family will say.
In just a moment, we'll return to The Couple Next Door. Single yourself out for an honorary degree, for when you listen to CBS Radio regularly, you're one of the best informed people in the world. Programs like Answer Please and The World Tonight see to that. 5 times a week on most of these same stations, Walter Cronkite satisfies your curiosity about anything and everything as he replies to questions sent by listeners to Answer Please. Rockets, the origin of pockets, or details of courtroom dockets are all fair game when your questions are directed at Walter Cronkite on Answer Please. CBS Radio's nightly news feature, The World Tonight, is a fascinating source of information, too. On it, you hear eyewitness reports right from the scene of important news breaks. And because it goes to where the news is happening, The World Tonight provides first-hand observations on the personalities who make the news. For reports on current events, enlivened by those illuminating details that clarify the news and make it more interesting, too, join us on CBS Radio every evening when it's time for The World Tonight. Like Answer Please, it makes evening listening on CBS Radio exciting and informative.
And nobody is forcing Betsy to do anything.
Well, all I can say is it certainly sounded like it.
And more coffee, Aunt
No,
Effie?
Maybe half a cup. Well, I still don't approve of Betsy doing something like that. It'll go to her head, and then she'll be one of those smart, alecky kids.
Oh, nonsense. How often does a chance like this happen? Certainly not in this town.
Well,
And a guy I know who knows more about this sort of thing than I do said she might get as much as $50 for it.
Yeah.
$50?
Yeah.
$50?
Yes, that would look nice in her
Wow.
little bank account, too.
$50 just for having your picture taken?
Certainly.
what
What do you
we've
think
been
we're
trying to
talking
tell you.
about?
Well,
Well, my
goodness.
goodness, of course she's going to do it.
Oh,
Betsy,
Aunt
where
Effie.
is she?
Switch.
Getting her things done for school. Oh, the point is, Aunt Effie, there's no point in saying she'll do it if she's going to act like that. It'd be too embarrassing for everybody. Yelling she didn't want her picture taken when the time came and all that. You know how
Oh, now
children are.
sometimes
She
you
just-
parents ought to use a little old-fashioned psychology. Betsy! Oh, come here, dear. I quite agree with you, Betsy, that you should not have your picture taken. And in fact, Mommy and Daddy now agree with me, too. In fact, they won't let you do it.
Why not?
Well, you'd have to have a new dress for the picture, and that costs money.
A new dress? Oh, Mommy, would I get a new dress?
Apparently.
It would be worth it, dear.
Oh, Mommy, please. Daddy, I want to have my picture taken.
Well, I don't know. You made such a fuss about that tonic.
But I don't like cherry-flavored things, Mommy.
Oh, that's right. She never has liked a cherry flavor. I forgot. Well, I think this tonic comes in a couple of other flavors, too. Chocolate and I forget
Oh,
what
get
they are.
the chocolate. I'd love that.
Yeah, well,
honest.
okay. Now, look, you tell the guy when you talk to him. We've all agreed Betsy will pose for Tompkins tonic.
And I think she should be allowed to take some of the money she earns and buy something for herself. Something she's wanted.
Well, that's right. I
Sure.
think she
yes,
should,
I do
too.
Oh,
too.
Mommy,
yes, I do too.
really?
Sure do.
Why, do you know what you're going to buy?
Oh, yes, a parrot.
What?
Huh?
Parrot.
A parrot.
A parrot? You are most certainly not buying a
You
parrot.
said I could. You
Why,
did. You
I-
said I could buy a parrot.
Why, I never said any such a parrot. This is the first I've heard
You
of it. I
did,
don't-
Mommy, didn't you, Daddy? Didn't
Well,
you?
by
Why
golly, it does
you
seem to
did?
me there was some talk of a parrot this morning. I can't
Why,
remember. Just
no.
If you
I do-
promise the child.
I don't want a parrot around here.
A promise is a promise. Now, Betsy, you tell Aunt Effie why you want a parrot.
Oh, Aunt Effie, Beanie Mitchell's grandmother in Chicago has a parrot, and it says, hello, and how are you, and what do you know, Joe?
You know, I have a strange feeling we're going to live to regret this day.
Yeah, I've got the same strange feeling.
The Couple Next Door is written by Peg Lynch and stars Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce, with Francie Myers as Betsy, Margaret Hamilton as Aunt Effie, and is produced by Walter Hart. This is Stuart Metz, inviting you to listen again tomorrow to The Couple Next Door.